I only made this for those who are discouraged, who want to join the dog game and don't know. Those who are told their dog's not good enough. It's too big, it's too small, it's too fat, it's too this. The simple truth is every dog is a mutt. Every dog came from somebody trying to create something, trying to create an exotic, trying to create a Merle, trying to create a pit bull, trying to create a bulldog, trying to create a bull terrier. One thing I know is if you go back to any of these dogs, or even these dogs that they tell you is correct, 50 years ago, 20, 30 years ago, they look totally different. Go look at the pictures, look at the muzzles, look at everything. So this is not to bash anybody, but this dog game stuff has gone too far. Everybody thinks they're expert. Everybody thinks they know. The truth is, love your hound, do what makes you happy, and be yourself. Because the game is dirty. You gotta keep it clean. It's some cleaning with Zulunation. So today what we're discussing is what I've learned in the dog game. So most of you guys know I started off as just doing stuff in the backyard, and I don't identify as a breeder. If those who've been following us know, I'm just a dude with his dogs, and I mess around with the genetics and do what I want to get out of it. And if you get a dog from me, you get it. If not, it's okay. You know, and what's this? I'm more of a brand, like, so, because I do all different kind of stuff. So Zulunation is just the company, but it does a lot of things, you know. But anyways, you know, I keep seeing this recurring thing of what's the perfect dog. There's no such thing. If you look at every dog over even a span of 70 years, it changes the look. Go really look back what original Rottweiler looks like, even a pit bull looks like, even the bulldog, different dogs, they look totally different. They look totally different. And you know, so some people might tell you, even forget, you know what, even the bully, there was no such thing as bullies not so long ago. That's something new. So how does somebody have the right to tell you this is what a bully is supposed to look like? You know what I mean? So now let me get to an example, because I know some people get in their feelings because, okay, so a show dog, there are people in the show game. So people in the show game cannot compare with somebody who just doesn't do show game, is just, oh, I'm in it for just the bone, the girth. I'm in it for the height. I'm in it for, everybody's in it for a certain thing. So, you know, we find a lot of people battling and arguing, what's right, your dog doesn't do this, but your dog doesn't do that. The simple truth is, enjoy your dogs, because there is no such thing as an original dog. All these dogs are a product of somebody messing with genetics, just like any breeder does, to come up with something. So now it's becoming a contest. So most of people, when they tell you, oh, this is not how a dog is supposed to look, first of all, it's for you to buy their dog, because now they're trying to convince you that they're doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Even with shows, they want you to come to their show. That keeps them irrelevant. But the simple truth is, you got to enjoy your dog. You know what I mean? Like my son, he doesn't look like the next man's son. Who is the next man gonna tell me if I'm gonna enjoy my son? Now, if you are going into a show, then you gotta follow the rules of a show dog. So if you're going to have a dog that hunts, then you follow rules that's for hunting dogs. But you know, we're in a time and place where people try to tell you a whole lot of things, and everybody's an expert. Everybody wants to be like they're an OG in the game, and you know, they know this is what a dog's supposed to look like. Enjoy your dogs. Like I said, I am not a breeder. This is one reason I will never identify myself as a breeder or a kennel, because I'm just a dude with dogs. So when you try to tell me like your dog's not correct, what are you talking about? That's my pet. It's a pet that can do things, has a certain look. So what are you talking about? Because like I said, we all have, different things that we look for in these dogs. And now I'll watch, there's a lot of people I follow and they talking smack about this person, talking smack, putting other people's dogs down. Even other people come on their shows trying to, hey, look at my dog. Oh, your dog's not this, your dog's not that. Oh, even if it's, oh, let's talk about stacking. I don't stack because I'm not a show person. If you're a show person, go to show dog talking. And if you're a show dog, don't talk about other people's dog because they're not what you're doing. Because, like for example, the Hulk dog. A lot of people think that's not a bully or that's not a pit. Who cares? He's a household name. That dog will live on forever. There's nothing you can do or anybody can do. That man did what he wanted to do and establish his own dream, and he has his own legacy, and no one can take it away from it. And when I see people say, well, your dog's too heavy, your dog's too light, your dog's too short, the rear's too high, the chest is too this, those are people trying to really make you fall in love with what they think. Like I said, once again, if you into shows, follow the show rules. But even with the show rules, they change over time. It's just like science or law. Like right now in a lot of states, weed's legal, but at one time it wasn't. So what was right about it? Is it good or bad? You don't know, because through time it changes. And that's it with everybody, man. Do what you love. Love your dog. Follow your dreams. There was a time once exotics were like banned. I remember when people put pictures of them with messed up legs, and they didn't know that there's some who don't even look like that. But that's bad. There's nothing bad. Everybody's trying to sell a product. Everybody wants to be an OG in the dog game to tell you, oh, this is what you gotta do. They want to tell you, if you come up, I got you to that point. Or they tell you this is the right dog so you can buy their product. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, if you love your animal and it performs the things you need it to perform, and it gives you the satisfaction that you need, nobody can tell you otherwise. Unless, like I said, if you're going to a show, you're not just gonna go and then, go, oh, I'm just gonna take this dog to a show and it's gonna just win when there's rules to a show. You're not gonna take a dog that can't chase down a pig and do all that and say, you know what I mean? But 90%, there's no one who's right. All those dogs are mutated from somebody messing with the genetics. And I bet you 100%, at that time and point when they were doing their little crazy ideas, when somebody made the bully, somebody made the exotic, somebody made the merle, somebody made some kind of dog, somebody was like, you're crazy. But look at you now. There's a lot of you too who told me or told everybody else, I'll never have that in my program. And look at you now. You know what I'm saying? To me, like this, look, it's my boy Thor right here. I'm saying 8 weeks. He's an extreme. See, he's long. You see his feet too, how he is. He's gonna look like Juju but bigger. His dad is like 145 pounds, but he just passed too of a heat stroke because he was outside. The breeder's son, was walking with him in the heat, and he made it the first day, but the second day he found him, gone. But that's a dog I like. Most people don't mess with extremes anymore. Extremes are out. They're not the popping thing, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing for the dog game. What's popular today might not be popular tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth I've learned about dog games. Love your hounds. Love what you have. Make what you like and enjoy it, because you'll find yourself caught up in the drama, caught up in the, oh, this is, But like I said, breed to what you like. If you're gonna go chase animals for protection, whatever you want to do, there is no such thing as a good or bad dog. When you see these people hating on each other or people making fun, I go to these shows and I see grown men disrespecting grown men because of another grown man's opinion. Like, why should somebody tell you? Like me with selling dogs, I've never had to say, this dog is, this and this grandson and this and that to sell it. Somebody just likes it and they'll buy it. Somebody's always looking. People will buy a $50 dog. So, as I said, man, Like me, you know, I got a lot of things I got going. I do Rottweilers, I do Frenchies. You know, I'm gonna breed my Frenchie. Like, I'll find out tomorrow, probably next week. He's gonna be having his first litter. You know, and there's one dog I just barely made. Go get Zoe. Yeah, that I just made, and I think she's perfect. What another man thinks that dog is perfect, I don't know. Does it matter? No, because that dog is here to serve my purpose. You feel me? Like, wait till you see how small he is, right? Like, because most people see a bully, right, and be like, it gotta be a fat dog and big, but this dog's gonna be bigger than the dogs that are bigger than it at its age. Watch. It's because everything is different. We're all fed things that people want us, you know, to fall in love with and say, oh, this is what it is, but they're just selling the product. Let me see. 4 months of greatness. It's a big dog for 4 months. See that? You know, and it's bigger than his dad. So if you know my dog, Thanos, you know this is, she's bigger than, to me, this is the perfect dog. Take him. I don't want him to get sick. Take him. You could leave. You know, this to me is a perfect dog for an occasion and come get her. To me, this is the perfect dog. Big paws, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't have an underbite, you know, and she's not short, she's not fat, but she's big boned. She can jump, she can sit, and she just peed on me. But you know, that's what I'm saying. But is somebody else gonna tell me, oh, I don't like your dog? Because other people be like, man, reds are dangerous. I had a dude tell me, oh, I can't have reds around my kids. But you see, these dogs are always around my kids. She keeps peeing, but look how big she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, one day she's gonna be a giant. One day she's gonna be a giant. And I'm happy with that. I don't need no man, you don't need no man telling you what your dog's gonna be or what your dog is. Unless you're getting now in a box of where, you know, rules and regulations. And like I said, competition, hunting, because everything fills in a purpose. But if you just like me, and you're making your own dog, and if people buy it or not, doesn't matter. You don't need to stress about things like this. Because like I said, it's all a game. Everybody's selling a product. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to be center of attention. Everybody wants to convince you that what they have is correct, what they did is right. And like I said, at the end of the day, over time, it all changes. Over time, it all changes. So what's cool right now, in 10 years might be different. So stick to what you stick to. The dog game's dirty. Everybody's a pro. Everybody talks about each other. Everybody attacks each other. But the truth is, everybody doesn't know what they're doing. They just winging it and going with what works for them. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of dog people I follow here. There's a lot of dog. Man, if I could have every dog. Because, you know, like I said, exotic, I don't mind them. I think they're cool. It's not my top of the dog. But, man, if I could get by every dog. I was telling another dude on the live, like, man, if I could get every dog out there. But you got to do what makes you happy, man. And these people will lie to you. These people will tell you what they want, you know what I'm saying? So you can win. So you got to be that person who does what you're going to do and don't care. I'm going to get a lot of slack for this. I'm going to get people, you know, but what does it matter? Your dog is a mutt. Every dog is a mutt. You know what I'm saying? Because every dog had to put in certain genetics to make it. You know, like they say, we all come from a wolf. So why isn't every dog a wolf? If you want to be real about it. I'm only saying this to encourage those who are trying to do something. And they feel like they can't, because I know how the game is.
Halala, halala sanbongela, halala, halala sanbongela we. Halala, halala sanbongela.